Roof repair versus roof replacement. Which one is best for you and your home? Okay, so I need to get on my soapbox a little bit here because not every contractor that you call out is going to recommend a repair if it's warranted. There are some companies, to be frank, that are going to say you need a roof replacement every single time regardless. And it's probably because they just either one, don't do repairs, or one, that they don't, or number two, they don't offer repairs, even though their website may say that. So let's just be honest and admit that some contractors don't do or want to repair your roof. So they will just recommend, let's replace it. With that being said, Reliance Roof Troop, we offer repairs. Here are the conditions that we're looking for. And first off, I'll say that we want to repair your roof. We want to make your property stay intact. We want to make sure that you're not going to overspend more than what is necessary. So if it's something that we can repair, we're going to recommend that avenue. We can also recommend a replacement so it can help you budget for the next year or two if that is coming down the pipeline. But guys, if it's a repair, let's just repair it. So here are the conditions that we look for when we're seeing, is this repairable or not? So first off, the number one, that's the easiest one. Is there just so much damage that it's going to cost enough where it's really not that much to repair versus replace? Let's just replace it to spend a little bit more and take care of it. That just makes sense, okay? The goal of doing a repair is to make sure that you're going to get your money's worth out of it and it's going to last for at least an extra couple years. So we want to make sure that your shingles are still pliable, that they're flexible, because if we're going to lift up your shingles, we have to get underneath and nail them down. We have to manipulate those shingles around to make sure that they're going to be intact. And frankly, if they're cracking, they're creasing, and we're making a worse situation of what it was before, then we have to expand the area for repair, and then we're talking slopes. If we can just replace that slope, we can. And then if we can't, if there's tied into other valleys or other roof-to-wall areas, then we need to extend that repair option to other spots. And that's where we may need to talk about that replacement as an option. Now, if we can patch, let's patch. Outside of just the pliability and the flexibility of the shingle, we're also looking to see if this shingle is still on the market. So you're looking at colors. Is this color still available? If it is, great, let's get that bundle. We're pretty good at analyzing what shingle you have on your roof. And if one of our in-house trained customer representatives does not know, I know. So when we're identifying your shingle, we will know if it's available on the market or not. Also, we want to talk about the compatibility. If the shingle is dimensionally completely different than what it used to be, for example, you have Certainteed that has a shingle that is 36 inches wide with a 5-inch exposure back in like 2012 and prior. Since 2012, Certainteed Landmark has changed the dimensions by beefing it up an extra 3 inches wide, making another 1/2 inch on the edge for the exposure. Dimensionally, it is different, and I do not recommend mixing those type of shingles. What we don't want to do is just start trimming up whatever shingle we find just to slide it in there, caulk it up, glue it up, call it a day, hope for the best. You know, we want to come in with a methodical process, something that is vouched by the manufacturer, something that we can guarantee as a licensed and certified contractor that, hey, if we're going to do this repair, we're going to put a 1-year workmanship warranty on it. We're going to back it up, and we're going to make sure that your money's going to be spent appropriately into fixing your problem. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about cost of repairs. It all varies depending on the scope of work, but as far as Reliance Roof Troop and our pricing, we're really middle of the pack. So when we're pricing things out, we're not going to be the cheapest, but we're also definitely not the most expensive. So we want to do it at a cost-efficient available option, but we find that the only guys who are doing it cheaper than us are mismatching shingles. They're trimming up their products to just kind of jam it in there and fit it in. And guys, no one who's cheaper than us is guaranteeing their work. So no one's going to have a 1-year guaranteed no leak workmanship warranty on the area that we work. And they're also going to hand jam and just make something work in there. Here at Reliance Roof Troop, we guarantee that we're going to make sure we're doing everything we can where it lines up, matching with the same product, same manufacturer, same color. With that being said, now algae may have some discoloration, some staining on the roof. Old versus new may have a slight difference, but it is the same product. So we want to make sure that we do everything the right way. So is there someone cheaper who can do this repair? I'm sure there is. You can always find someone cheaper, but that person who's doing your repair today is probably going to be the next day or the day before doing drywall repairs on someone's bathroom. So here at Reliance Roof Troop, we stick to roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. We stick to what we're good at, and we want to make sure that we're the best and professionals at it. So when we do it, we back it up, we guarantee it, We're not the most expensive guys. We're going to make sure we take care of you. We are a locally family-owned business, and we're not some chuck in a truck. We're not going to be caulk the rest and hope for the best, and we're going to not patch it up and then just let it go and say, we'll see, I hope it works out. So yes, we do repairs, and essentially we're looking for the viability of it. Is this worth it? Cost of repair versus replacement. Is the cost justified? Is the shingle pliable and flexible? And is the shingle compatible and available on the market? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video.